Welcome to the class. I wanted to take a couple minutes to show you where you can go in our D2L course to find the textbook and assignments that are waiting for you, because it's really important in this blended accelerated pace class that you get in there and you're familiar with this before you come to class on on Tuesday, as it says here in the announcements. We meet on Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. in room 135. Okay, so you can take your time to read that announcement later. Let's dive into where you go to find your textbook. Go into the content tab at the top there where my little cursor is, and then you're going to go to course materials. Click again on course materials. And you should see in here any classes that you have course materials through the first day program, which is through Barnes & Noble. And the first one should be, when you click on in our course, the first one should be our textbook, which is shown here. And you're going to click on Launch Courseware the first time. Now, this is also a shortcut to go to the e-text. You can read now if you're ready to dive in and start reading, but I wouldn't advise that because you might first have to set up the course. If you already have a Pearson account, it's going to prompt you to enter your login, your username and password. Of course, if you have one and you forgot the password, I'm sure you can reset that and create a new password. Make sure you keep that in a safe place. But the beautiful thing about this program is that once you log in and set this up the first time, you don't have to do that again and again. It's going to remember you if you go through this way, through D2L. Now mine I already set up, so I'm going to then go to Open My Lab in Mastering. And again, you should have that as well once you've set up the course with your username and password. And then you should be in. Yours might look a little different from mine. Of course, I have some additional features for professors, but this is the course. And let's start by looking at the toolbar here on the left. So course home is where you're taken to when you go through this way of getting into the class, into the Pearson stuff. Here's another way to navigate to the e-text. I'm not going to do that now because I'm not sure if it's going to open a new window outside of here, but that's where you would go. And you'll want to read about like what are the best browsers. If there's any issues with that, you might have to troubleshoot that depending on what device you're using. You also have a study area here. I'll show you that in class next week. But more importantly, what I really want you to focus on is just getting in here, getting it set up, and back to the course home, probably starting the assignments. So you're going to see, if you scroll down here, hopefully you'll see where it has all assignments and calendar. And this is just different ways to view the assignment. Some people like it more in a list form, and some people prefer the calendar. I prefer the calendar, definitely more of a visual person. You might be able to even print this out, do like a screenshot, print it out. I would definitely calendar these dates. So for example, you have your first assignments coming up due on August 21st, next Wednesday night, the Chapter 2 Dynamic Study module and the Introduction to Mastering Biology assignment. That one I would suggest you do first because it's really going to give you a little intro to this platform, showing you where the different features are, and then do the Chapter 2 DSM. Okay, so that's the main point of this video. I might do some others for other topics that I want to get to you before we meet next week. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Take care.